Hi guys, it's your girl B Michelle coming at you with another Dollar Tree DIY and also a product review. So I'm starting with these picture frames. These are 8x10 picture frames and I'm gluing two of the frames together without the glass. Next, I'm taking two more frames and I'm gluing the glass inside of the frame to secure it. Then follow up with some cleaner to make sure the glass is clean for the next step. I use these Snowflake stickers to stick on the frames. So I'm sticking some down on the back side of one frame, and I'll also put some on the top of the other frame that's going to be joined. So I also followed up with these lights here, the fairy lights, and you just want to make sure that they're working before you glue them down, and just use some hot glue and just hot glue those down to the inside of the frame. Once my lights were in place, I used some of the artificial snow from the Dollar Tree to just add into the inside of the frame. So this is like little styrofoam balls here. And I followed up with some Fix All, or you can use E6000 or whatever type of strong glue that you desire to glue the two frames together. You just want to put enough snow in there to, you don't want to fill it all the way. You want to leave some space so it can move around. And followed up with some hot glue. Once your frames are secure, you should be able to have something that looks like this. So I'm going to go ahead and show you the product review. The name of the company is called Bedscape, and they are an American brand. The sheets are designed in New York, as well as produced in one of the oldest Israeli textile factories. I love the way these are packaged. They came, well, this is the full set that I ordered. So they came in their own little individual little bags here. So my set included two sheets, the fitted sheet and the regular sheet, as well as a duvet cover and the two pillowcases. So it's packaged pretty nicely here. So, and the sheets are really, really soft. They do come in like classic colors. I chose the white. So just showing you the unboxing of these so you guys can check these out. The collection on the site is very classic as well as timeless in both the colors and fabrics that they offer. The sheets are 100% cotton and they do offer free shipping as well as returns for all U.S. Orders. So if you guys want to check these out, there will be a link provided in the description box, and you guys can also receive 30% a 30% discount when you use the code YouTube30, and all of that information will be in the description box. I will show you guys with me putting these sheets on the bed, and this was something I was concerned about when I started when I ordered these sheets. I was concerned if the pockets were going to be deep enough for my mattress because it's really thick, and they are a really good fit, and I will show you guys that. So the pocket does fit really well. It fits all the way on my on my mattress, and I was impressed with that because sometimes it's hard to find sheets to fit where it fits all, where it fits really good on every corner. So it's a really good fit, and I was just lifting the mattress to show you guys that it fit on all the, well, I couldn't show you all the corners, but it's a really good fit, and I am so happy. So these sheets feel really, really good. I did try these out, and they are really, really soft. And also, I did read where it said that the more you wash them, the softer they get. So, yeah, they're already pretty soft, and I can only imagine that they're going to be even more comfy. So back to the DIY, I use these 3.5 by 5 picture frames, and it's the same concept with gluing the glass down to the frame, adding the Snowflake stickers, but this I added on the outside only. And next, I'm also taking my solder gun, and I'm soldering a hole in the top. I joined the two frames together. They're not glued together yet, but just hold them together, and I just soldered a hole into the two frames together so I can place these icicles. Those icicles that are at the Dollar Tree, they came 2 in a pack. So I'm just using my solder gun to create a hole big enough for those to slide in there or just to fit in there. So I just want to make sure that it fits. And next I clean my glass. So I did create 2 of those holes. I clean my glass, and I'm using some of the hot glue to glue those icicles on the inside of the frame. And I did leave a little part of the top out. You want to leave a part for you to be able to turn it off and on. So I followed up with the next one, and it should look something like this. I filled it with some more of the snow and followed up with some Fix All or E6000. It's basically the same steps as the first frame, except for I made those holes with the solder gun. Followed up with some hot glue to get an instant stick. So I'm going back to the bottom frame. This was the original frames that I glued together. And I'm also going to use the solder gun on this. This project, I actually had a totally different idea, but it didn't work out the way I wanted it to. So this is a project that I actually started like the beginning of November or October, and I never completed. But I used the solder gun to make a hole for the cord of those Christmas lights, and I'm adding a third frame to these 2 frames. So I'm securing the glass into this frame, and I'm following up with some hot glue, well, some E6000, as well as some hot glue to glue those frames together. So I left the glass in this particular frame. The other 2, I did not put the glass on the inside. Like I said, I originally had a different idea, but you can leave the glass in one of those 2 that was glued together if you want. So I also took 4 more frames, and these are the 5 by 7 frames, and I glued the 4 frames together to create a box that's open on the top or the bottom, in the bottom. Next, I use some of these snowflakes. They come 10 to a pack from the Dollar Tree. I'm using them on this frame to conceal the tops of the icicles. So just a little dab of the hot glue, and just use the snowflake to cover up the tops. So with the frame with the lights, I decided I wanted to go ahead and put some glass on the bottom of the frame so I can have something to hold the lights in. And I just took the glass that came out of the frame, and I just glued it on the back side of the frame. And I followed up with some tissue paper and the little stock cardboard that comes in the back of the frame as well to support the glass, just to have something so it won't be just exposed glass since it's not inside of the frame. And it looks something like this, and just trim the tissue paper down to fit. And I also took some of the snowflakes and I placed them on top of the glass that was glued down into the frame. And I took the box and just set it on top. It's not glued down. I also took some of these tinsel ties, or whatever these things are called. I can never remember the name of them. And I just used one of the snowflake ornaments that I did like in the last DIY project that I used. And I also used one of these wine glasses again, which was also in the last DIY project. And just use the tinsel tie to have something to adhere to the wine glass. Just drop some hot glue and just place it in there. Just hold it in place until it dries, and it should look something like this. So this part is optional. You can fill this box with whatever you want to fill it with. That was one idea that I had. So since I said I started this project before, as you can see, I broke my my battery pack for the lights, the fairy lights on this. So I'm just going to go ahead and use this anyway. And I'm also taking some of the snowflakes and gluing them on the back side of this frame set, the one that doesn't have the stickers on the outside. Because when I flip it over, it's going to be sitting on top of the box that I placed. So when I flip it over, and I also placed another light there, that's because my battery pack was broken. So when I flip it over, the snowflakes will kind of dangle inside the box. Like that. And since my other idea did not come out the way I planned with my box with the icicles, so I made two of them. I placed one on the top and I placed one on the inside of the box with the wine glass. So as you can see it here, there's one placed in the back with the snow in the back, and you see the snowflakes that's on top as well as the ones that's dangling. You may not necessarily need the ones that's dangling, but since if you put it down on the inside like I did, and then I just placed that one on top, none of this is glued down. So if you do this project, you don't have to glue anything down. It makes it easier for storing it away for the next season, for the next year, or for cleaning. And you can use this as a centerpiece, or you can put it on the table in the foyer area when you walk in, or wherever you desire to place it. So that's it, you guys. I'm going to continue to show you the look. I really appreciate you taking out the time to watch my video. I know everyone's time is precious, and I really, really do appreciate you guys for watching. So I do like the way it turned out in spite of it not being the vision that I actually visualized, but it still turned out nice to me. So if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you like the content that you see here and you want to continue to see more, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, and don't forget to hit that post notification bell so you don't miss out on any videos that I upload. And until next time, you guys, that's it for now. Also, don't forget to check out the description box to check out the Bedscape sheets. And don't forget to use the discount code that will be provided in the description box as well. So until next time, you guys, bye.